We are the trendsetters. We are the originators of searching, of the steez. You can say it come from another country, whatever, but if you're talking specifically in Australia, we were rocking that steez. I gotta be careful how much I praise ASICS right here. They want to start paying me soon. I am telling you, I am single-handedly responsible for convincing half of Sydney to stop wearing Nikes and start wearing ASICS. All right, and I've been doing it for 2 years, and you just want to start paying me soon. So I'm gonna give you another praise. The reason I love Kenzais are the best ASIC ever. All right, I love Kenzais. I love the shape of them. I love the comfort of them. They all ASICS have good quality. All ASICS are comfortable. I just think that they're a Gunners looking ASICS. Nothing more specific them rather than a Kayano or rather than a Quantum. They're all mad shoes. I'll get more into the reason why I love ASICS. I think that's more of a relevant topic over any other shoe. It stems from, first and foremost, they're a better quality shoe than any of the other sneakers out there. That's undoubtable. I know people who love Nikes, all right, and only have Nikes and won't wear ASICS because they say, I don't like the style of them. They look like this, they look like that. Even those people still say that ASICS are both better quality and more comfortable to wear. That's the full Nike heads. They say, yeah, I know they're more comfortable and I know they're better quality, but I don't like them. So that's just a proof in itself how much better they are as shoes. The reason I started wearing ASICS is more because when I was, say, a kid, all right, 2002, 2003, all right, and a kid that looked up and idolized the older boys in my area, all right, we're getting into some criminal talk now. It was more that it was a money-making thing. It was a status thing. So it would be that sort of like the Onkies, the Gronks, you know, they would be kicking back, the that would drink on street corners, the that would sell sticks, this and that. They would wear Nikes. The with no money, they would wear Nikes. All the boys, when I was growing up, the older boys, anyone that was robbing banks, making proper money, mad searches, any of that, the way to show that they had money, that was they had the expensive ASICS on. You'd see the money makers, they'd be rocking Kenzais, they'd be rocking the newest Kayanos. So it was like, you know, older boys would say to me, why are you wearing Nikes, bro? You make money, you got money, wear ASICS, bro, you know what I mean? And the answer is ASICS Kenzais by far. They stopped making them. Our GOAT rapper ever has to be Krayzie Bone, bro. Like, just like, and it's semi in a way, a lot of people think it's contradictory that I say that because I put myself out for lyricism to be such a high standard and the most important aspect of rapping. And he obviously doesn't shine in that anywhere near compared to all my other favorite rappers. But I just think that Krayzie Bone's ability to make a song by himself blows anyone away. That's the type of rapper more than anyone that you could just put him with no music in the background, just a cappella, and he will turn it into a song. He has 3-4 different very strong voices that go anywhere from really skilled singing. He has this murderous voice. He has, like, obviously the slow harmonizing. His speed, then he could speed it up and be in the top 10 fastest rappers in the world. He's just a cool cunt, like, but he is skillful wise and persistence in his career. I have to say, he's the best rapper ever. Like, his flow, a lot of people say, oh, like Biggie's flow. Biggie's known for his flow. Look, I got Biggie in the background. I'm about to run down on Biggie. But like, all right, yeah, Biggie had a good flow, but really think about it. Biggie's flow compared to Krayzie Bone's, like, it's not even comparable. He's not even 1/10 the flower of Krayzie Bone is, but he's known for his flow. It's like, well, how can you say Biggie's one of the best rappers ever for his flow and then not consider Krayzie Bone? And then, you know what I mean? Like, his voices are ridiculous. He's even when he gets into the chopping scene, we're chopping rappers. So there's Tech 9, there's Twista, Krayzie Bone, and whoever, Busta Rhymes. I wouldn't even put him there, but they're so simple compared to him. They have this one voice, they have this one tone, this one speed that they do. But he can keep up with it. Yeah, he can just put so much variety into it. You know what I mean? And like I said, like, if you listen to Bone Thugs' career, Bone Thugs are like, you've got to be the most successful rap group ever. If you listen to all their songs, if you took Krayzie Bone out of them songs, they would not be songs. He literally does all of the hooks. He does all of the harmonized intros. He always has the best verse. Sometimes Bizzy Bone will compete with him, but he's like the glue. He's everything in that group, and no one gives him credit for that either. Also, he's been rapping since 1992. He literally puts out gun songs till today. Bloke's been rapping for 30 years, all himself. He still kills that. I don't know. I just that like I do love Clark Wayne, Passion MC. I love Vinny Paz and Self-Titled, and but all in their own ways. But I wouldn't compare him to Krayzie Bone as a whole. No, I'm not going to say, like, I'm just saying my goat, all right? That's very debatable. He's better. I love Sakuraba, Kazushi Sakuraba. I love the fact that there was this time in the late 80s, early 90s, that the Gracies, who were the biggest pushers of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is a weapon art, traveled the world, putting out this challenge to all martial artists, boxers, kickboxers, anyone. All these other, I just think my AirPods died. Can you speak to me? Oh, no. I can still hear. No, it wasn't AirPods. Sorry, just cut that bit out. When these Gracie clan were going around the world pushing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and winning. They were literally saying to everyone, we will destroy you as boxers. Boxing is nothing. Kickboxing is nothing. Kung Fu is nothing. Like, fight us. And they went around the world, they beat everyone. You can't, as a sole individual art, all right, it's just this versus this. MMA fighters are just completely combined now, all right? Everyone's good at everything. They excel in some, they're not so good in others, but they've got a whole range of skills. If you're going to go one skill against one skill, then Jiu-Jitsu is just so dominant. You can't beat them. They literally just tackle you and you die. You know what I mean? They're on the floor, they crack you up. So they make themselves these Gracies. They made themselves into these they were just superstars. They were like untouchable. You know what I mean? Everyone is like, what is Jiu-Jitsu, this and that? And here you have Sakuraba. All these people are nearly undefeated. This Gracie clan. Sakuraba, this Japanese bloke who done this form of Japanese wrestling / brawling, all right? He found out a way to beat him. And with his wrestling, he countered him and he beat them all. They couldn't beat him. He single-handedly, didn't say destroyed the Gracie legacy, but he stopped them. Like, you don't say the Gracie clan is the best fighters ever now. You can't say it. Because how can you say it? Because every Gracie went and fought Sakuraba, and not only did he, but no one could beat him. Not only did he beat him, he was like in front. This is in MMA in Japan. I think it was in Pride. He was like joking around while he was beating him. Here you have like Royce Gracie, UFC champion, will smash anyone, going to Japan to fight Sakuraba, and Sakuraba's like doing like WWE moves on him and smiling at the crowd while he's doing the Boston Crab on him and stuff like that. And these people, like, they're shattered because they're martial art. He shattered them. To say, yeah, but a lot of people did beat Sakuraba after. Sakuraba wasn't much. The Goat Housing Commission houses. All right. Marooba's nice location. Not a great place. Balmain, yeah, it's good, very good. Top 1% in Australia, I'd say. Woolloomooloo's decent, good location, but it has to be by far the Goat Housing Commission houses, but they don't exist no more. All right. So I don't know if that it makes it invalidates the answer, but Millers Point Housing Commission, bro, like, you're talking about, I don't know if you've ever been there, but the rocks. So, like, you got housing commission all through the city, all right? And we're all close to the city, in Sydney City. We're all close to the city. The land value is ridiculous. We live in housing commission houses in $1 million properties. Hey, look, lucky for us. But say Redfern's good, Glee's good, all of them. Millers Point, you're talking about housing commission houses where you come out of your house and you look to the left and you have a whole view of Darling Harbour with the star. You look above you and it's the Harbour Bridge. Your local shops are the rocks. At Circular Quay. And if you look in front of your house, it's across Sydney Harbour and Luna Park's there. But what the fuck is that? What is that? How does Housing Commission even exist there? That's why the government done such a job. They're like, that place is dead set, even land value wise, almost the richest place in Australia. Like it's under the Harbour Bridge, you know what I mean? You wouldn't even expect houses to be there, let alone housing commissions. So the government said, like, bro, that can't happen. We're selling them off. And they did, they done that. And they kicked them all out, they sold them all off. But that place was dead set 50% housing commission. If you go there to today, the Rocks and Millers Point, the whole Kent Street, half of Argyle Street, the whole Windmill Street, lower Fort Street, half of that was housing commissions. People were living there in $2 million sandstone heritage houses that are worth $1.8 million each if they're 1 or 2 bedrooms for $90 a week, $90 a week. So you understand why when they went to kick them out, these people went. All my hood logic is goated, just to be honest. But it has to be the original hood logic, where I just called it hood logic, which is just a general 59-second rundown of the way that someone in the hood lives life. All right, so it wasn't an in-depth explanation on how to do anything. It was, this is what you do. You do this, you do that, you make sure you do this and do that. That is the go-to, the original hood logic. But the more in-depth supplementary hood logics from the hood logic series, I would say it's the naysayer. My hood logic where I said the naysayer. The naysayer where I refer to everyone in your life, specifically referring to me, people in my life telling me, you can't do this, you're that. Because people in your life, they will always, that's how they are. That's how they are because humans are gronks. But like, when you do something, they say, don't do this, you're that. And then you do it and they just change it, you know what I mean? Like, you're from jail, you can't rap. Just go back to jail. And then when you're rapping, they're like, so you're rapping, then you want to play streaming games. So you can't stream games, you're a rapper. What do you mean I'm a rapper? You just told me I'm from jail, don't rap, and now because I rap and stream games, you're telling me to go back to rap. They do that your whole life. Whatever you try to do, whatever you try to achieve, they just say, you're out of place, you're out of your depth, go back. Naysayers, bro, I've been copping them my whole life. Look at me now, bro, I'm flying. Remember naysayers when I was in the shadows overdosing? Now look at me, I walk the streets, getting photos with fans everywhere. I've got to hide because I'm so famous. I sit home and play video games and I make money. I make money without video games. I'm a hits lad. Hello naysayers.